Nancy is here. She's been messing around with conkers all morning. Can we really use them to wash clothes, though?
Yes, Nancy, you've got some top cleaning hacks inspired by nature. And this is the thing. I mean, if you tell us that it works, we know it does. You are the queen of clean.
Well, detergents. In fact, I've done a little bit of... Because I'm wanting to really show people that natural does work. And what detergents do, they break down water surface tension. And if you think, well, what on earth is that? What does that mean? I've done a little video because you see, what we have, water has a thin skin on it. So here I'm just laying a needle on the water and it'll float. I can add more water and it'll still float. As soon as I add, this is my Conker detergent, the needle will, it breaks down the water tension and the needle will disappear. Because what it's doing, it's breaking up, and then when it's agitated in your washing machine, it releases the dirt and stains, suspends them in water and cleans your clothes.
Got it.
So how do we make them? Now, you can get Indian soap nuts.
We've talked about these before.
These are so expensive.
Right.
And they have obviously been flown around the world. And
they come from India, is that right?
Yes, they contain natural saponins. But here in the UK, so do conkers, and so do ivy leaves, that I'll come to later. Now, our conkers, we can just bake them in a low oven, cut them into pieces, bake them in a low oven, and once they're dried, you put these couple of tablespoons in a laundry bag into your washing machine, and you can use these 2 or 3 times.
And do you fragrance them, or what do you do?
Have a sniff, yeah.
Oh, that smells lovely. So that's just plain conkers that have been cooked slowly.
Slowly.
And then what did you do? Just put a few drops of...
I think this was honeysuckle essential oil. And then that permeates in there. And they last, like, forever.
And how many washes did you say?
2 to 3.
And it will clean the clothes?
Yeah. Yeah. And then, or you can make a liquid detergent. Now, these are... You want fresh, shiny, big, juicy conkers.
Juicy conkers, the best sort.
And I freeze them first, because they can be quite hard. And then, by freezing them, then that outer shell...
You can peel the shell off.
The shell's all right, but it makes the detergent go sort of coffee colour rather than a cream colour. And then what you do, when you've got about 10 conkers make a litre. Now, when you've got all your... This is the bit with the saponins in. Pour over 500 mils of boiling water. And just leave that to sit overnight. And then what you do is that will all go cloudy next morning, and then you just siphon it off. And
then that's your liquid cleaner?
And you add... Did you add...
I added a few drops of...
the essential oil again?
Yeah.
And do you mash those after they've sat in the water, or do you
What I do, I leave those overnight. That will all go creamy and milky.
Yeah.
Pour that off.
Sieve it off, yeah.
And then top it up with another 500 mils, give it a blitz, and then strain it into the bottle.
Got it.
That's your litre.
Amazing.
Good old conkers.
Who knew?
Yes.
Not just good for fighting with.
It's a good year for conkers this year.
It is a good year, because there's not as many fights happening with conkers to my liking, so they're around to be used for cleaning.
Ivy?
English ivy also contains natural saponins in the veins, so you want to be looking for old leaves where you can actually see the veins like that. And then you can do one of 2 things with this. Literally about 30, 40 grams of it, just cut it up with scissors, and that actually releases the saponins out of the veins.
Where the veins are,
And then into a laundry bag, like that. You'd need more than that.
Sure.
And then just throw that into the washing machine with your clothes.
And you're done.
That's it? Nothing else?
And none of the green from the leaf comes out?
No, it doesn't. And it gives off a lovely pine fragrance.
You can smell it, can't you?
Yeah, you can. You've done it.
I don't put any perfume with this one. If you want to make a liquid detergent like that, and although it looks a bit dark, it doesn't...
And it doesn't stain or anything? There's none of that?
No. And again, cut up your leaves. In a pan of... I've got here water, just a litre of water. And then I've got 100 grams, I think I've just said that. Cut that up, bring it to the boil, and then just leave it to cool in the pan, and then strain it into your bottle the next day.
Amazing.
The
And you
first
just-
time I made this,
Yeah.
I put 100 mils in a container in the washing machine, and the full, you know, when the window of the door
Yeah.
Yeah.
is full of bubbles. So you only need about 50 mils.
It's that bubbly?
It's that bubbly, yeah.
That's amazing.
And it
It's so lovely.
works.
And it really works.
And it works.
How?
Now then, we're in for some rain at the weekend.
OK, go on. Tell us, what do we do with the
So
rainwater?
if you live in a hard water area
Yeah.
like I do, and you use a steam iron, you're going to get scaled up if you use tap water.
Yes.
And what will happen is you'll come to do your ironing and there'll be brown splashes coming out onto your laundry, and that's the lime scale in there. So you either have to buy a plastic bottle of ironing water,
That's what we
perfumed
do.
ironing water, or you buy distilled water, or you could use water out of your tumble dryer, but I don't have a tumble dryer, or you can gather rainwater.
Oh, OK.
So hold on. So the tumble dryer, that if you...
You know the water?
Yeah.
You can use that.
You can use that in the...
That's distilled water, yeah. You can use that in your iron.
I just usually put... Right.
There you go.
I'm going to
There
keep
you
an eye on
go.
that.
And so this is just rainwater that I took from the water, but a litre of that. And then I use just dried lavender. Again,
And you're just breaking that in.
just breaking that in. Bring that to a boil. Again, like with the ivy, leave it to infuse, go completely cold.
Yeah.
And then filter it into... this looks slightly tinted, and it's not because the rainwater's mucky, it's because the lavender just tinted it a little bit.
But it won't come off on your clothes, though,
No.
if you're using your steam iron,
No.
right? Even if it's a white shirt.
And that's just dried
Oh, that's
lavender
lovely.
and rainwater.
Wow.
Free.
That's completely free.
Yeah.
And how long will that last you then?
Well, I mean, you could put some alcohol in there to make it last a bit longer, but if, you know, just make a little bit. I have a water butt outside, so I just make a bottle like that whenever I need it.
Yeah.
But that will last 2 or 3 weeks. I don't know how long it'd last on the shelf. It would probably start to go funny after a
Right,
while.
so once you've got it, it's worth using it
Yeah.
sort of
Right.
relatively quickly.
Yeah, I mean, I've got a recipe where I put alcohol in or some surgical spirit, and that stops it going off. But yeah, because it can make such a mess of your iron. So if you're at home and you're thinking, why am I getting all these brown
Yes.
splodges, you can descale it. An iron usually holds about 250 mils of water. So half water, half lemon juice, put it in, switch your iron on, turn it onto an old towel, and it'll descale the iron, and then you can start afresh with the decent
Just
stuff.
with water and lemon juice?
Yes, half and half. So 125 lemon juice, 1 Some people use vinegar, but I don't like the smell.
Right,
No,
yeah, 'cause that
especially not on your clothes
No.
as well afterwards.
But to descale your iron, yeah, and then put it in the on position on an old towel, turn off the power, and all that brown gungy
Yeah, it
stuff will
does.
come out.
It does.
There you go.
Nancy,
Marvellous.
thank you.
Simple. Thank
Love
you,
that.
Nancy. Who knew Conkers?
Conkers.
That's my
Conkers.
favourite.
Yeah, they're
Really
amazing.
thank you for visiting our This Morning YouTube channel. We upload new content every day, so go ahead and hit that subscribe button so you don't miss out, and we'll see you in the morning.